Hello, everyone, and welcome. So, today we're going to master a topic that is, and I'm not kidding, an absolute favorite for government exam setters: national income, or Rashtriya Aay. And trust me, this isn't just about scoring marks, it's about understanding how our country's economy actually works. So, are you ready? Let's get right into it.
First up, a very simple question. Just think about it. We hear it all the time on the news, right? The country is progressing, the economy is growing. But how do we actually know that? How do we measure this progress? There has to be some kind of scale, right?
Well, the answer to that big question is national income. You can think of it as a thermometer for a country's economy. It tells us exactly how healthy the economy is at any given moment. It's the ultimate report card.
Okay, so let's look at the exact textbook definition you need to remember for your exams. National income is the total monetary value of all final goods and services produced by the residents of a country during one financial year. In simple terms, it's the total income of the entire country in 1 year.
Now, that definition has 4 super important keywords, and this is where they try to trick you in the exams. First, total monetary value, meaning everything is measured in terms of money. Second, final goods and services. This is key. We don't count the tires on a car, we count the final car itself. Third, residents of a country. Pay attention here, it's residents, not citizens. A huge difference. And finally, the time period is always one financial year, which, as you know, runs from April 1st to March 31st. You absolutely cannot forget these 4 points.
So, we've got the definition down. But why is it so important? Understanding the why behind this concept is crucial, because that's where all the application-based questions come from. So let's break down its importance. First and foremost, it's the country's economic report card. It's that simple. Just like your exam marks show your performance, the national income figure shows the country's economic health. Is it growing? Is it slowing down? This one number tells us the whole story. And once you have these report cards, what's the next logical step? You compare them. This is how we can say that the US economy is bigger than India's, or compare our growth rate with China's. It's all based on this national income data. It goes even deeper. For the government, this data is like a roadmap. You can't plan the country's budget, or decide on tax policies, or launch new welfare schemes without knowing how much income the country's generating. Everything starts here.
And finally, this data is the backbone for all major economic policies. When you hear that the RBI is thinking about changing interest rates, or the government is planning to increase its spending, well, all those critical decisions depend on what the national income data is telling them. It's the very foundation of economic management. All right, let's move on to the formula part of this topic, the components of national income. You can think of these as the building blocks of the entire economy, and let me tell you, direct questions from this section are almost guaranteed in your exam.
So here they are, the 4 main engines of national income. First up is C for consumption. This is basically all of us, you, me, our families, and the money we spend on everyday things. Next is I for investment. Now, this isn't about stocks. This is about businesses spending on new factories, machinery, and equipment. Then we have G for government expenditure. This is the money the government spends on things like roads, defense, and social schemes. And last, we have X minus M, which stands for net exports. It's simply our total exports minus our total imports.
Okay, I hope all those concepts are crystal clear. Now, let's do a quick rapid-fire revision of the most important points just to make sure they are permanently locked in your mind. Ready? These 4 points are the absolute core of this entire topic, so listen closely. Number 1, the definition. It's the total monetary value of final goods and services. Number 2, the time period. Always one financial year. Number 3, its importance. It's the main indicator of economic growth. And number 4, the formula for its components, C plus I plus G plus X minus M. Go on, take a screenshot of this slide. It's going to be super helpful for your last-minute revision.
So that was a complete breakdown of national income. Now, I have a question for you. If India wants to boost its national income really fast, which of these 4 components, consumption, investment, government spending, or net exports, should we focus on the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so share them in the comments below. And hey, if you found this helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And do let me know in the comments if there's any other specific